No diet in the world will help you lose weight until you do one thing: control your appetite.
With Dexatrim, I won the battle with my appetite, and I lost weight.
The extra-strength Dexatrim diet plan, the strongest appetite control formula you can buy without prescription. Dexatrim helps you eat less and lose weight.
With Dexatrim, I stop munching all the time. I'm thin again.
Extra-strength Dexatrim. No appetite control capsule works harder to help you lose weight.
And today, the world is fatter than ever. At the end of 2025. I'm Gary Carburetor, and it's time to cut through the crap. There's some things about that commercial that are correct. Controlling your appetite can help you lose weight. So why is it that the world, in the United States especially, has not lost weight? Well, I guess it can't be just about appetite control. For one thing, people are still going to eat out of entertainment. It's the only reason to eat junk food and other bad things. Let's think about why people do that. There's two reasons I can think of. The obvious reason is it's a coping mechanism. Now that would be a tough one to overcome. Eating as a way of feeling better about your life. But fortunately, if we just focus on the second reason, I don't think you'll even need to address the first reason. The second reason is the body has cravings. I think those medications probably don't even work, because we've seen that appetite control doesn't really work. With the medications, people will still eat because they want to. Many reasons. And then there's low-carb and keto diets, which the experts say they work by controlling your appetite. Your appetite goes down. But we've seen that 6 years of keto being the #1 diet in the United States, fat storage has still gone up in the last 6 years. So it doesn't work. So you should focus on getting rid of your cravings. So here's the concept of how to get over cravings and the body's addictions to certain food. The body only gives you addictions and cravings because it's not getting what it needs. You eat the bad foods, and too much of them, because you want them. But why do you want them? This is what people don't get yet. You want them because your body is getting you to want them. That's how biology actually works. Your body's doing this because it's not getting what it needs. And what it needs is its natural diet. It's as simple as that. And people just don't eat naturally anymore.
So when you look at and see how humans would be eating in a natural environment, and you can do that by looking at similar species in nature. They eat foods that are accessible to them. Fruit, potatoes, almost all of those are carbohydrate foods. As a matter of fact, in nature, there's just more carbs than fat by far. Nature or God put carbs in every food whose sole purpose is to provide energy. If you go against nature and eat in such a twisted way to which you are low carb, the body goes into emergency mode. It will start eating itself. It will start using its emergency storage. These are a good sign that we should be eating the carbs that were given to us and made easily accessible.
Humans are natural carb eaters as primates. Look at the low-carb diet. It's been around for a long time, at least the 60s, and they keep changing the name. They don't want the diet associated with its failure. So the key to a high-carb diet, and this is again what needs to be emphasized to people, doesn't just have to be high-carb. It has to be low-fat. And then again, people get tripped up by the term low-fat because the officials tell you that low-fat is anything under 30%. That is not low-fat, and that is why America has failed on the low-fat diet, because they weren't doing it. You got to get your fat under 15%. This is not difficult. Simply use other flavoring instead of oil. Don't put oil on your salad. There's spices, there's bell pepper. Get used to natural tastes, and you'll be set for life. Like I did that in the 90s. I'm still just appreciating natural tastes. And then there's food that's subtle tasting, very little flavor, but the flavor's good. Your taste buds will become more sensitive, and you'll be able to appreciate these foods. There's one food group that doesn't need flavoring, and that is fruit. And I recommend doing what I've been doing for 31 years. That is starting the day with only fruit. You could fit in 2 fruit meals and still have a lunch and dinner. And one of those fruit meals should be a meal of either of one or two of the following: bananas, dates, figs, and plantains, because that's the only way you're going to get in enough calories for fruit. So the 2 fruit meals should add up to at least 500 calories, and lunch and dinner should be around 700 calories each. And this is for non-athletes. Once you're eating natural like this, you can eat as much as you want. You don't have to be in a calorie deficit. Your body's going to start working right. It's going to get the nutrients you need from fruits and vegetables. You need the vitamins. You need the minerals. You don't need a whole bunch of fat or a whole bunch of protein. The body doesn't want all that. The body will stop giving you cravings when it realizes it's getting what it needs in the right amounts. It won't feel that it needs to store emergency storages. I'm talking fat storage. Because if it's no longer needed by the body, all it is a burden of extra weight. You may find this type of eating unsatisfying at first. And that's where the eating as much as you want comes in, and your appetite will go up, because this is the stuff your body wants. And it needs to get in a lot before it becomes satisfied.